Here's a few exercises that you can do in standing or in sitting. We'll start off in standing, and then if you want to sit down, it really helps because you can fix your pelvis a little bit more, focus more on what's happening with the upper back, which is the area to be looking at mobilising and looking at stretching and opening for this particular set. So let's start in standing, and we'll do some shoulder rolls, but just make sure you've got your feet comfortably underneath you, your tailbone just magneting down to your mat to open up your low back and your spine and grow the crown of your head really tall so that you feel like your spine is as long as it can be. Soften your knees, open up the fronts of your shoulders, just settle your shoulders away from your ears. Then we'll take attention to begin with to those shoulders with some rolls. So if you lift them up and then take them back and open and then set them back down again. So lift up, open, and then back and down. And just keep rolling them around. You don't really have to roll them forward because we kind of spend enough time with our shoulders rolled forward as it is. We're really focusing on the rolling back and the opening. And as you do that, your tailbone stays magneted down to the floor behind you, and you're starting to try and lift your breastbone instead up towards the ceiling to get more length. Good. And then what we'll do is we'll take to just one shoulder. Same movement, but just one shoulder. A few of those, while the other one stays still, but still nice and open and drop down away from your ear. And on the next one, once it's opened and set back and down, we'll take a side bend, just a nice stretch, and roll forward until your upper back is quite round, and then peel or roll your way back up again until you're lifting that breastbone back up to the ceiling. Same side again, rolling back, just a few rolls, and then a side bend. You keep the weight equal between your feet, so you don't transfer your weight, you try and stay 50-50 between the feet. And another. And it's the last one on this side, and then we'll do the other side. Rebuilding, restacking the spine, breastbone up to the ceiling again. Other side, rolling back, really opening and focusing on that shoulder blade, setting back down into your back pocket before you slide, and then roll forward, rebuild. Again. One last time, keeping that crown of the head when you do lift your head up, really floating like a helium balloon up to the ceiling. Good. And then if you've got an elastic band, try using it here. We'll start with a bit more resistance work, but you don't have to, you can do it without a band. Float your arms up to shoulder height, make sure your shoulders are still dropped away from your ears, your crown of the head's really tall again, tailbone to the mat. And we'll open up and stretch. See if you can get that band to just go behind your head. And then bring it back and around and release. So try and use an out breath when you're opening your shoulders, stretching the band. Send your breastbone high to the ceiling. You can look up if that helps as well. But keep your tailbone down to the mat. So you get lots and lots of stretch and length from your spine. Tailbone to the mat, breastbone to the ceiling, looking up to guide it, open and stretch. And then lower. And this is one of the ones you could do sitting down if you want to. So after this, we'll take it to sitting down, try one or two there. And the rest of the exercises we'll do in sitting to try and help fix the pelvis and focus on the spine. So just to demonstrate, once you don't lean back in the chair, it's more like you're sat on it like a stool and you're resting on both sitting bones equally. You've got a small curve in your low back, a natural spinal curve, but you're staying really upright, so that floating crown of your head again up to the sky. And this is where you can practice the same. Good. Okay, so then let the band go. We'll do some twists. So arms across your chest to begin with, just relax the shoulders, let them drop away from your ears. Have a breath in and a breath out, twist around. Try and maintain all the height you have in your spine. Breathe in when you're in your twist and then come back. Out breath around. Breathe in when you can't twist any further. And then come back. So as you're twisting, think like you're a cork being corkscrewed out of the bottle. So you're twisting, but you're also lifting. And what you can do is you can bring your fingertips to your temples, drop your shoulders away from your ears, keep all that spine length and try the same movement, but this time a bit higher up your spine. Good. And then down. Lovely. And we'll do some side stretches. So as you breathe in, lift your arm up. As you breathe out, take a side bend over. Don't lift off your bottom though. So both sitting bones stay really well grounded on your chair. Have a breath in there. Breathe in when you're in your stretch. And that really opens up your side ribs. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out to bend over. Breathe in to deepen the stretch. But just make sure you're staying on both sitting bones, 50-50. Lovely, last one. Good, and then we'll come back to standing, and I'll just go sideways so you can see for our last stretch. We're starting off really tall, just like before, hands linked in front. Initially just take your chin down to your chest, so you're looking down at your hands clasped in front of you. Have a breath. Breathe out and lift the arms up, but keep looking down between your feet now. Stretch the backs of your hands as far away from you as you can, so you really round your upper back and take a breath in between your shoulder blades. And then lift your arms up towards the ceiling. You can watch them go up. This time we're sending the breastbone up to the ceiling as well. Tailbone stays down to the mat. Breathe in when you can't go any higher. And release the hands, bring them round behind your bottom to link. Press them to the mat behind you to open up the front of your shoulders, and then lift them from your bottom to stretch. Breathe in. And release, and we'll do it again. So linking the hands in front, look down, breathe in. Lift them up. Press the backs of your hands away and breathe in. Lift them up to the ceiling, tailbone to the mat. Breathe in at the top, breastbone's really rising high. Release your hands and bring them round. Press them down first. Breathe in. And then lift them from your bottom and breathe in. Good. And we'll finish off again with a few more of those backward shoulder rolls, so you know that you're going to finish with your shoulders back and down. If you want to, you can lift your arms. Do a couple more of those stretches, this time without the band, but just to finish with your chest nice and open. Great, and on the next set we'll do some exercises on the mat.